Hey y'all, welcome to Heather's Kitchen, and on this edition it's our Thanksgiving video. And the first thing that I usually always do, because I make deviled eggs, so the first thing I usually always do is I get my my eggs boiling, and while those are doing their little job, then I will go and start my other two things that I make. So I'm going to go ahead and turn y'all around so y'all can watch me make that. And then when these get done, we'll go on to that. So, be right back. Okay, you guys. So, the first thing that I'm doing here now is I make these bacon wrapped little smokies. And I've made these for probably the last 2 or 3 years. And, oh, excuse me. And my kids absolutely adore them. So, the first thing you do is you get your little smokies, which are just these little tiny little sausages, and you get some bacon, which I buy turkey bacon because I can't eat regular bacon because it makes me sick. So I buy turkey bacon. And what you do is you take your little smoky when you get them open. I swear sometimes I think they just don't want you to get into things because it's impossible sometimes to do that. But anyway, I'm just going to show you real quick what you do. Open your bacon. Okay. Now you're just going to, and what I always do, since the bacon is so much bigger than the little sausage, I always cut it in half. So then you take a piece of your bacon, and you take your little smoky and you just roll it up. Just like that. Alright? And then, before you lay them in your dish, of course, you need to spray your dish. Do all that. Okay? And then you just take them and you just layer them in your dish. So let me do this. And I'll be right back to show you all the other steps.
Hi.
Okay, you guys, so my eggs are done boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and take those off. I'm going to drain this hot water and put them in a cold water bath so that they can cool down for me. Because, you know, who likes to touch hot eggs? Not me! So, yeah, I'm going to put them in some cold water. Alright, I'm just going to leave those sitting there in the sink in their cold water. And I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so what I did next is you take, it just calls for you to sprinkle some brown sugar on top of it, but that's never good enough for me. So I use half a stick of butter, I melt that, and then I mix my brown sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar in with the melted butter. And then it just makes this little, like, glaze. So then I'm just going to take it and pour it over my little smokies. And I may end up having to fix a little bit more because this is a bigger batch than I usually do. So we'll see how far this goes. Let me tell you, this is so good. I could eat this straight out of the pot, you guys. It is delicious. And you just do this. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to mix up a little bit more of this stuff because that's just not quite enough. But I made a bigger batch this year because everybody eats these so good. Anyway, y'all get the gist of what I'm doing. So I'm going to go mix this up a little bit more and add to this. And of course, y'all see the final results later on. So I'll be back to show you my next step. Okay, you guys, the next thing on my list, I've already got my little smokies in the oven cooking. And my next thing I'm going to do is my husband's favorite, my green bean casserole. So, of course for that you need 4 cans of it says I think 4 pounds of green beans or something like that. But I just get 4 cans of green beans and I usually get the cut. So I got 4 cans of those and it calls for cream of mushroom, but I don't like mushrooms so I don't ever use that. I used to use cream of chicken. So this year I switched it up a little bit. I'm going to try cream of celery. So I got 2 cans of that. And then you need some fried onions, so I just grabbed these. You need some salt and pepper, soy sauce, and of course some milk.
I love milk.
And I think that's everything. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is I'm going to take my green beans. I'm going to go ahead and drain all of my cans of green beans out and then dump them into my big bowl here. So it says to just dump it all in a casserole dish and mix it in that. And I do that sometimes, but I find more success if I do it in a bowl and then dump it in the dish. So, because that way I don't make such a mess. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and drain these and put them in a bowl and everything, and I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I drained my green beans. Got them sitting over here behind me. And I opened my soup and my onions, and I've got all my other measurements out and everything. I had to go back and look because it has been a year since I've done this, you guys, so I had to think, what does it take and how much of it does it take? So I had to go back and look. But, don't matter how long I've been making this thing, like, was I making this before we got married?
Probably.
I don't remember. I think I did, but it's been a long time. And you'd think that I would know all the measurements by heart by now, but I don't. So, anyways, I went and got me some eggnog. Let me show y'all what brand I bought here. First year I bought this brand, I usually get the, what is it, Southern Comfort or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But I got the Promised Land this year, so, and it's good, y'all. Johnny don't like eggnog, and Nash likes it. Dallas tried it, he don't like it, and Piper tried it, and she says she don't like it, but then she got another drink and she liked it, so there you have that. But yeah, love me some eggnog.
He gives it a 4.
I give it a 8,000. Is that on our rating scale?
Piper gives it a 4.
Yeah, Piper gives it a 4.
I give it
Always a
a
4.
10.
But anyways, let me get me a swig of this good stuff, and then I'm going to show y'all what we do next. So good, y'all. Alright. So what you're going to do, I'm going to take your soup. Like I said, this year I switched it up a little bit, and we're going to try some cream of celery in there. So I wanted something different. So, just take it, put all that here in this bowl. Just like so. Alright, you guys. Next thing you do, you take your 1 cup of milk, pour it in there. Alright. Hold on, you guys, I gotta get my towel. Excuse me, did y'all hear that? That eggnog. Alright, and then you take, I can't find my measuring spoons. I just washed them, I don't know where they went to. Do you know? Ah! Ha! Y'all caught that on camera. Nash knew where they was. Who got them? Piper? Piper got them. Thank you, Nash. You saved the day. Alright. So you take 2 teaspoons of soy, be Vanna White soy sauce. Alright. Come out of there. There's 1. And there's 2. Alright. So now you just take a little bit of salt and pepper in there like so. And I will add more of this to the top of it. I always do. Alright. Then you take, it says half a thing of these, so I'm just going to mix some in there. Okay. And then you slowly add in your green beans. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up a little bit first. That way it'll cover a little bit better. So I'm just going to mix that together. And it does look gross, you guys. Trust me, it looks nasty. But it's good. It really is. Now you just slowly stir in your green beans a little bit at a time. That way they all get covered. And I'm dripping bean juice everywhere. Now that I got all that done, guess what I gotta do? I gotta get my dish. And I have already sprayed it, so I don't have to do that. So then you're just gonna take it, just dump it in your dish. Does that look good?
It does, but it looks nasty at the same time.
Y'all hear that? I told y'all it looks nasty, but it's all good.
But the baby's fine. Those.
Alright, then you just spread it all out in your dish. Just like so. Alright. And like I say, I always put a little bit more salt and pepper over top of it, just for good measure. I know. Never hurts that. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some of these on there. Just a little bit because I don't want them to burn. But I'm just going to put a few. Alright. Alright. Now these things are so good. Love them. Let me check on my other thing in here. Woo! Yeah, I'd say those are done. Alright, so my little smokies are done, so I'm going to set them over here. They're so done they popped open, y'all. That's alright. Alright, now we're just going to put this in the oven. I'm going to turn the oven down to 375 and let it go. So, while that's doing that, I'm going to start on my deviled eggs. So let me get y'all back over there in my other spot. Alright, my next thing is my deviled eggs. So as y'all saw earlier in the video, I went ahead and boiled my eggs. Alright, but anyway, first thing you do is simply crack your, not crack it, but like, well I guess technically you are cracking it. You crack the shell, you know. Okay, so I'm going to walk y'all through the first little part of this, and then I'll fast forward through the rest of it. So I get all of them cracked. So basically you just take all your shell off till you get all of it off there. Make sure you didn't leave no little pieces because you don't want to bite into an eggshell. That's just not good. So then you're going to take the knife and you're simply going to cut it in half. Just like that. And what I do is I usually take half of my eggs, and I've boiled 18 eggs. So that's going to make like 36 deviled eggs. So I'm going to take 9 of the eggs and do mayo mix. And I'm going to take the other 9 and make a mustard mix because we like both. So then you're just going to take a bowl. Put your yolk in there. Sometimes it needs a little help because it wants to be stubborn. Just scoop all that out of your egg. And you just set it aside. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these cracked, and I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, you guys, so I just got all of my eggs peeled and cut in half, and I got the yolk separated in 2 bowls. So here's half of my eggs, and the other half's right here. So, and this is my grandma's recipe. I used to love her deviled eggs growing up. I would beg her to make them like all the time because I loved them so much. And when she got so sick and she wasn't able to do it anymore, I had watched her so much over the years make these that I was able to do it. So thankfully I learned at least one thing. But we got a little thing of mayo here, and I went ahead and bought new because I was out of both. So mayo and mustard. Doesn't matter what kind of mayo, just whatever you like to use. Same with the mustard, just whatever brand you want. So just gonna take my mayo and squirt some in my bowl here. Just start off with a little. Mix it up. You can add as you go. See, I can tell I need more.
No, stop.
So, you just do it as you see fit, you know. Alright, so that seems pretty good there. Now you're just going to take some salt and pepper. Alright. Mix that in there real good. Alright, now our mustard, you're just going to do the same thing. Just add a little bit. Mix it. Johnny's back there making noise, y'all.
No, me.
My mustard bottle just tooted. Did y'all hear that?
How did it toot? No, I want to hear the dog.
Because it just did. Now all you got to do is take your eggs. Yeah, get one, and you got to be real careful. I have had a couple of them break because these are very fragile. Then you just take your filling, put it back in your egg.
Yeah, and I love this stuff, guys. I eat it every day on every Thanksgiving.
And there you have it. There's your mustard. Do the mayo the same way. You just fill them up.
So good.
Alright, you guys. One more here, and then I got to go check on my green bean casserole.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
And about 5 minutes before it's completely done, you want to add some more onions to the top of that. So, that's what I'll be doing.
Never made.
But I'm going to go ahead and check on that. And since I showed y'all how to do this, y'all know how to do it now. And I'm going to go check on that. And I'll be back with you guys in just a little bit. Okay, you guys, so here's my, can you see those? Alright, there's my finished product. They're definitely not pretty, but let me tell you, they are so good. So, I've got the mustard and I've got the mayo.
Yeah,
My personal favorite is the mayo, but I make both because, yeah, they're both good. So,
Yeah,
but I'm going to go ahead and wrap these up. And I still got to make, I'm making a chocolate pie, you guys, so I got to go make that real quick. And, yeah, then we'll be all done and ready to go. So, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, you guys, so I came to my mom's house and I'm about to make my chocolate pie. So I'm going to go ahead and get that mixed together. And, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so I just got it all mixed up. Made a little bit of a mess, but it's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in my pie crust here. Just scoop it in there. It's good, y'all. I already had to have a taste. It was yummy. And I don't make pies like this very often, so this is a once in a 5-year thing. But anyways, you just scoop it all in there, smooth it around. Oh, it looks good. Smells good, tastes good. Scoop some more on there. Good thing I bought this gigantic pie crust. I started to get a smaller one, but now I'm glad I bought the big one. Fill it up, y'all. Yummy, yummy. It ain't pretty, but it ain't gotta be. I'm gonna eat it anyway. Better eat it. Slaving over this thing. Y'all better eat it.
Grandma, how about you get in that video?
What?
How about Grandma getting the video? Yes. I want the YouTubers to see what you look like.
Okay, you guys, so there it is. You want to zoom in on my masterpiece? But then you just refrigerate it for 4 hours, and then you get to enjoy it. So, I'll go ahead and get out of here for now.
Thumbs up, subscribe.